Hey, Natalie. Welcome. Hey, I'm gonna just call you my friend Kawhi Kalojo, whatever your name is. I'll just call you my friend. Hey, Latasha. Hey, Stephanie. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Just waiting another moment here. I can't be on here long today. For real, I can't. So, I'll just give everybody a second. Please call me Wisdom. All right, I can call you Wisdom. Hey, HA. Yes, you're on a live. You are on a live. Welcome. I feel ugly right now, so bring it home, Salkis. You feel ugly right now? Well, the point is that so it's okay if you are. That is the point. Listen, the Ugly Girls Club it's now a thing. It is now a thing. I am recruiting members as we speak, and for those of you who are interested in being a part of this new community that I'm setting up, send your email to info@salkisre.com. That's SALKISRE.com. Info@salkisre.com. And just put I want in the subject line. If you want to include an ugly girl story, because I'm also doing is collecting stories from different sisters who want to share with the community and the world things that they've gone through, challenges that they've gone through as a result of what they feel is how they look, their appearance. So that could be a relationship, it could be with family, it could be on the job, it could be in anything you feel became a challenge or a setback of some sort because people judge the way that you look. So I want the stories to come in. I want triumphant stories. I want stories of overcoming. As well as stories that, to put things into perspective, because a lot of us have gone through things that maybe people don't know. And there are a lot of women who feel alone and isolated, like, this has only happened to me. And what I want to do here, the Ugly Girls Club is about taking vanity off the table. It's not about berating yourself, and I got to keep saying that because we're programmed to think the only way that we can think of ourselves as valuable is by saying, "Oh, I'm beautiful." And a lot of us are lying. A lot of us know that's not the truth. A lot of us lie about it, but we are told, we are programmed to think that the only way that you can communicate value in yourself as a woman is by saying that I'm beautiful, or I'm uniquely beautiful, or whatever other isms we come up with to try to appease ourselves and other people. Some of us are unattractive. That's just what it is. Some of us are, and we still have to live. We still have to navigate through life. We still want love. We still want success. We want things. So then it becomes because what happens is that a lot of women who are not attractive become court jesters. And I said this before. I said this a while ago. Court jesters meaning they become clowns. You become the girl that we can go to for a gag and a laugh, right? Laugh with me, don't laugh at me. So it sort of becomes this defense mechanism for you to become the comedian, because then it doesn't hurt so bad when people do say disparaging things about you, because you're the clown. You're the clown. It just doesn't hurt as much. So this is the role. This is what a lot of us adopt. We adopt the sassy comedian. I don't give a shit. Whatever. Tough girl role, and underneath we're like mush. We're like mush underneath it. You don't have to act ugly if you're unattractive. That's one of the maxims for this ugly girls club, is that just because you rate a 4 on the scale, a 4 or 3 or 5 or whatever, doesn't mean you have to act unattractive. You have to act like you think people think you're unattractive. You don't have to act like that. You can still act like the vixen, if you will. You can still act soft. You can still be soft. You can still be lovable. You don't have to assume this role that a lot of us assume, where we're just going to buffoonerize ourselves so that we buffer pain. The pain of rejection, the pain of being insulted, all of those things. You don't have to do that. You can still act like you're beautiful. You can still act like you care about yourself. When I say act like you're beautiful, I'm really talking about act like you care about you. Act like you value you. You don't have to act like you're sexy. Act like you value yourself. You have a right to do that no matter how you look. No matter how you look. So I've been, speaking about this, and it's going to hit a fever pitch too, because I see the necessity of this on so many levels, right? Because you'll have people that will come to you and say, because they've already started coming, girl, you not ugly. You lying. You fronting. If you were really ugly, you wouldn't show your face. Or if you were really this, you would do that. And you're not bad in my eyes. And I wish you wouldn't say that. And they're gonna come with that. And I'm not saying some of them aren't well-meaning, but expect that. When you claim when you say I'm an ugly girl, people are confused. Their first thought is like they feel intimidated by that. Why is that? Because then that takes your need for their approval out of the equation. So what they do is try to give you back validation by saying, no, you're beautiful. That's all in your head, Salkis. No, that's not how it really is. You're beautiful. Take it back. Don't give it away. Don't say no, because I need to be able to make you feel good about yourself. So take it back, Salkis. You are beautiful, so that I can control how you feel. I want to maintain control here. And if you are not looking to me for validation, then there's nothing you're going to come to me for. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Because that's what they're doing essentially when they're dismissing the fact that you are stating, listen, hey, I'm an ugly chick and it's all right. That's what they're going to do. They're going to snatch your power away from you by giving you back the need to be beautiful, the need to be validated by them. That's the first thing they're going to do. And you'll find a lot of women, a lot of your sisters are going to do this thing. Oh, how you say that about yourself, girl, when she's saying it about you behind your back anyway? She's going to be the first one. Girl, don't say that. And she's been chuckling about your big lips and your hard jaw and your nappy hair for 20 years. This is what people will do. So the maxim for this ugly girls club is this. I own it. I own this ugly girl title here because I don't need your help. This is my self-esteem is not a communal event here. I really don't need it either way. I appreciate the support that you are trying to give, but it's not necessary because I have my own mirror. I have a mirror. I look in the mirror every day. I know what this is. I know what this is. So the Ugly Girls Club and the members of it are women who are simply living in truth. We're not living in denial. We're just living in truth about things. And it doesn't mean we're not after the best life. I need to make that also clear. It doesn't mean that we are diminishing ourselves in any way, shape, or form. We expect the best life. We expect it. Exactly, Latasha. We're not looking for the charity. We're not looking for the sweet nothings in our ears anymore, because a lot of us have dropped our drawers for validation when we should have kept our panties on. A lot of us said yes to things for validation when we should have been running in the other direction. That's what we should have been doing. So validation, based on beauty, aesthetics, is a trap. It is a trap for us. You're not going to feel better about yourself by assuming that you look good. That's not where self-esteem is. That's the point of this. That's the point of this. I had a sister comment on my video yesterday, and she said, I'm okay in the looks department. Is this my confidence? I think she said my confidence is ugly. Here we go. So you don't want to, you still pulling, grasping at straws. You don't want to go full on in. You know something is wrong with you. You just don't want to claim it all. You feel ugly. Oh, I look good, Salkis. I just feel ugly. Like if you're better than other women. Here we go with the shit. So I've even had so-called attractive women who think they are attractive, wanting to be a part of it. And I'm like, you can be. Any woman who feels ugly, who looks ugly, who's been treated ugly, can join. You could be a part. You know how we do. Anytime you make a club, other people feel, well, I don't. Salkis, what about me? And it's all good. It's all good. Okay, it is all good. But we're not in denial here about anything. This is serious. I am attempting to do something that I don't think any other person or any other woman, not any other black woman, has done. Not any other straight black woman has done. Maybe lesbian black women have done that, but not no straight black, dark-skinned, big lip, nappy-haired woman. No, nobody like me who's a mother, who understands the dynamic of subjugation on a whole nother level, who's been berated, ostracized, and held back from the club of the black community because of how she looks her entire life. And still, I want to come up from the ashes and empower us regardless of the fact. I'm doing what hasn't been done. But I'm doing this because I see the rise in depression, all sorts of mental imbalances, mental illnesses and stuff that are quite normal now. We've normalized depression now, and a few other things. And I just think it's time to give another paradigm, give another perspective here. Another way out of this matrix, because that is what we are in. That is what we are absolutely in, is this matrix. Your inadequacies have been fed to you. All the feelings that you feel about yourself have been told to you. There's that part. And then there's the other part where some of us are not so intelligent. Some of us aren't. Some of us are not too bright. Some of us will always need somebody to guide us. Some of us are not going to be business owners. Some of us are going to be good managers. There's that. There is that. So it's about what lane works best for me. What lane works best for me? And some of us never get to that answer because we are forever lying. We're forever lying to ourselves because that's what we're told to do. Our defense, our first defense as women, because we're vulnerable physically. So the only way to buffer the physical vulnerability that we have as women is to lie. So we become quite good at the act. because that's how we can't fight it off. The only thing we could do is lie it off. That's what we know. To our detriment, though. To our detriment. Because now we can't be honest to save our lives. Now we can't. Now the irony is you lie to save your life, and now we can't be honest to save our lives. That's where we've come to. Oh, it's not that bad, girl. They just jealous. It's the they just jealous thing. That's the answer to everything that's wrong with you. They are just jealous. No, some things you need to attend to. Some things we need to attend to. And the Ugly Girls Club is about tending to what we have to tend to here. About facing ourselves. Not making us better than what we are. And not worse than what we are. We embrace who we are. We're not better or worse than what we are. We just are. We just are. I think that in itself should make you feel like, okay, an ease, a sort of release. Like, man, I don't have to pretend anymore. Right? That is what this thing is. That's what this thing is. Natalie, she is not saying that she finds herself on the track. Oh, somebody's talking about me? Is someone talking about me? Kiki says she was mad that I was criticizing someone she admires, so she decided to talk about what I look like, which had nothing to do with the topic. I immediately thought of things Salkis said. Who said that to my Kiki? Kiki, they did that? Kiki, they do that to me. They do that all the time. This is what women do. This is what women do. We can talk about what men do and what men have done to damage our self-image of ourselves. But women perform that on a regular basis for no reason at all. Even a friend of yours would do that. Even a girlfriend of yours would do that. Even your sister, your mother, your own mother who gave birth to you would do that. That's the difference with us. Men need to be provoked. Women just need to get into the inspiration to criticize. We just need to be bored. We just need to be bored and nothing to do, and here we go. That's why we gossip, because gossip is criticism. Who gossips? Us. We enjoy it. We enjoy criticizing because it's a way to release and relieve tension and anxiety. The anxiety around our own inadequacies. We get a chance to relieve that and release that through gossip and through criticism. This is why we do it. Most, if not all, women you see have emotional issues, have self-esteem issues. Oh. So the one that's better than the other, that's called an emotional feeling. It's not a fact. It's how I feel emotionally. And this is one of the things that I try to tell, especially dark-skinned women, about this thing that, this animosity that we're supposed to have with lighter tone women and, exotic looking women, whoever. We're supposed to have this animosity towards her because she has this thing called light skin privilege. That's an emotional feeling. That's an emotional feeling. It's not a fact. So you got to know the difference with these things. She's trying to find her value. Someone told her that, for this and this reason, she is valuable. And she goes about her life believing it. But she needs to reinforce her value through more compliments and more attention and more gifts and whatever else too. She's not an independent thinker either because she gets a little more play than you. The ugly girls understand this, or we're going to, because that's my charge, for you to understand that we're talking about fighting someone's emotions, and that's pointless. They're going to feel what they feel until they want to feel something else, until they look in their own mirror and say, you know what, I've been lying all this time. It's time for me to stop lying about this. That's what it is. That's what this thing is. Yes, hit the like button, please, everyone. Fact, Miss Salkis Re. Ugly does not mean dead. No, it doesn't mean dead. It doesn't mean that you've committed a crime. It doesn't mean you're entitled to abuse. But this is what people feel. I had another young lady comment that she witnessed a young lady, I guess, in the throes of a conversation and a possible mating with a man. And I guess he was turned off by her requirements because in his eyes she was unattractive, right? She wasn't attractive enough for the demands that she was making. And he had made a comment to her and said, this ugly, hard-faced bitch should be glad somebody's paying attention to her, is what he said. In response, as an emotional response to the fact that he wasn't getting the headway that he thought he was entitled to based on what he ranked her as. Men get frustrated when you have stipulations that they feel you're not worthy of having. It's not the fact that you require him to work, it's the fact that, are you worth the work? And she stood her own, and he got defensive and belligerent and insulting, as men do. And it ultimately came down to you're a charity case. How do you have expectations when I'm giving you a shot? That's what he thought. So you as an ugly woman, you have to understand that some of these guys will have these notions, these preconceived notions in their heads, that you are a charity case, and that you should take this dick because this is all that I got for you. This is all you're gonna get. Is this greased up dick? This is what I got for you, and you should be glad that you're getting that because you're really wasting my time. I could be doing something else. And to me, if he could be doing something else with somebody else, then that's where he should be. That's where he should be. If he had a better opportunity, go with it. And this is what you have to learn to be able to tell them. You can't be afraid. You can't be afraid of that. Any requirements you have should be based on your health, your body, soul, and spirit. You want to maintain your health. You want to be protected, and you want to be loved. So whatever requirements that you have should be, that's the foundation of a relationship. He shouldn't be thinking, what you want me to do what for you? You're not worth it? But do you know how many of us are having sex with men who feel that way? Because we're so rushed. You feel as an unattractive woman, you don't have time to waste. You don't have time to wait because he may lose interest. So you want to rush and prove your worth by having sex with him. And that's the worst thing that you can do. That's like counterproductive to everything you need to be doing. Your holdout game needs to be stronger than any other type of woman. But guess what ugly women are synonymous with? Great sex. Just like fat women are synonymous with great sex too. The unwanted of us, amongst us, are always assumed to be eager to please men sexually. So this is what they're hoping for. So when some of you who are ugly girls, it is what it is, are only getting solicited for sex, do you understand that they have in their minds that the only value that you come with, the only joy you're going to bring him is a mean head wash? He knows for a fact, based on his experience, the motivations of unattractive women are to be highly sexual, to be very sexually compliant in bed. It's known. These men, that's what they discuss. That's what they discuss. So it's a form of disrespect. It's of course it's categorized and it is disrespectful. in and of itself. That's nothing to toot your horn about. Although some of us who are unattractive, that's our way to, to get worth. Have sex, I'm worthy. Have sex, now I feel worthy. This is what a lot of us do. We use sex as a tool for self-esteem. And the irony is, you have sex, he rejects you, you go down in the slump, you try to pick your head up again by looking for someone else to have sex with, someone else to offer a good time to. And it's a loop, a roller coaster ride going nowhere. You're on a Ferris wheel going nowhere. That's what it is. Am I telling lies here? I tell no lies. No lies. I'm glad I stumbled upon this channel. Positive and encouraging. Not only are you talented artists on canvas, you are transparent. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm glad you stumbled on this channel too. I'm getting a lot of new people coming around, from where and how I don't know, but they're coming, and it's a blessing, because this stuff, the things I say need to be said. Somebody's got to say it. Somebody's got to be brave enough to say it. Somebody's got to be brave enough to say it and accept these things so that we can make true and real changes in our lives. Otherwise, this year is going to be like every other year that you ever had. This year is going to be just like last year and the year before that and the year before that. No change is going to take place unless you go through the trial. This thing is a trial by fire. It's a trial by fire. Your self-worth is a matter of survival. How you translate your self-worth is a matter of survival. It makes the difference between disease and health for you. Relationships are either junk food or nutrition. It's one or the other. It's one or the other, and a lot of us have been consuming junk food our entire lives. Entire lives. So, when you embrace this thing called the ugly girl, I'm going to have merch now. I'm going to have t-shirts and all that stuff selling on the site and all of that. It's going to be to remind you that you are in control. That you are in emotional control of yourselves. Because the one way that we lose our minds is through wanting acceptance. We want to be lusted after, right? We want to be wanted. We want to be desired. And we chase that around. And we chase people who belittle us, because those that belittle us are the ones who can redeem us. And I said that in yesterday's live. The reason why you stay with somebody who hurts you is because you feel that they're the only ones that can redeem you. This is psychology. It's a crazy way to think, because we are out of our minds when we're doing it. You are out of your minds when you're in an abusive situation. You are. And the thing is, the person that abuses you becomes the person you want to please the most. They define your life. They begin to define your life. And on a smaller scale, this is what we do with mothers who show disdain for daughters. Other types of any kind of relationship where you are not valued and treated fairly, but you're still in it. You're still worried about what they think. You still want to please them. Want them to know you're here. It's the same thing for any relationship. You want them to say that you matter. And it's important that they say that, because they said you didn't matter. So they need to redeem you. The person that put you in hell's got to pull you out of it. That's the thinking. The person that put you in hell and said you wasn't shit is the only one that can pull you out of it in your mind. That's a delusion, though. That's a delusion. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Some call that Stockholm Syndrome. Yes. That's the popular term for it. Stockholm syndrome is the popular term for it. Absolutely. So we have to understand that that's not the way this thing goes. Anybody that hurts you isn't your friend. Anybody that hurts you isn't your friend. And people in general are people. People in general are people. That means they can like you today, hate you tomorrow, like you tomorrow, hate you the day after that, up and down, seesaw. I'm not feeling good about me, so I don't want nobody to feel good about them. It's all of that. It's all of that. And when you step back and look at the whole picture, you stop taking things so personal. We as women take everything personally. We take everything personally to our detriment. We do. So what is really wisdom? You know what wisdom really is? When you stop taking things personally. When you accept things as is for what they are and take yourself out of it. That's all wisdom is. And that's why you have to get old to get it. Because when you're older, you're not looking for the validation is not your goal when you're old. It's like it's no point. You're just preparing to cross over to the other side at that point. You're not looking to be liked, to be understood or anything when you acquire wisdom. Wisdom is it just is. It just is. So we want to get to that point as quickly as possible. As fast as we possibly can, so we don't have to become dumpsters for men who hate us not one more day. Not another day. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to be able to stand without feeling intimidated by anyone? That would be such a freeing feeling, wouldn't it? I know we want sex appeal because we've been wired and programmed here in the wilderness of America to feel that sex appeal is a key component to a woman's life, because that's the only way you will mate with anybody is if you have sex appeal. That's the only way you're going to get a man to want you is if you have sex appeal. So it's important. We've made that the cornerstone of our lives. No matter what we're seeking, gotta have sex appeal. In and of itself, sex appeal. You gotta make men want to fuck you. Otherwise, you're nothing. You're nothing in this world. How many men have wanted to fuck you and still treated you like nothing, though? How many men have you have access to your body who still treated you like nothing? That's the question you need to ask. Like, okay, how valuable is this thing called sex appeal here? Because that's really what we're talking about. When you want to insist that you're beautiful, you're insisting that I have sex appeal. I am fuckable. I am a woman that men want to screw. That's all we're discussing here. I know there's women who dress it up. Oh no, Salkis, it's just about me. It's just about me and how I feel about me. And I wear makeup for me. And I wear heels for me. And I wear the tight dress for me. And the bra for me. And it's just me, Salkis. It doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. That. Okay? Lies. That's what I'm talking about here. Lies. How we continuously lie. And it's okay to want all of these things. It's okay. It's okay. I'm talking about putting everything into perspective. Facing yourself in the mirror head on. Sometimes you got to tell yourself that you're full of shit. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. So, no, we are ugly girls here. And we're not ashamed to claim that, because it's not a vanity thing. It's not a vanity thing. For us who are unconventional beauties, we can't afford to, we don't have the luxury to lie, because it gets us into trouble. it usually ends up in us agreeing to things that we shouldn't when we lie. Some of us, not all of us. I'm talking about those of us who understand, who really know when we look in the mirror what's going on. Those of us who look in the mirror and understand what's going on. We know that we can't afford to fluff this thing up. We have to be real. We have to be real. And that's how you become magnetic as an ugly woman. Being real. Being relaxed. Being unafraid, unintimidated. Being uninclined to play the clown for any fucking body. You're nobody's clown. He wants you to clown. He wants you to soft shoe for him. And that's not what you're going to do. He's expecting you to do that because you're ugly. And that's something that you're not going to give him that. You're going to intimidate him. Just like pretty women intimidate him, you're going to intimidate him too. And he's going to be real confused. He's like, why am I feeling unsure of myself here when this chick is ugly as fuck? She got me feeling like, like I don't know about things. How did that happen? How did that happen? Because you're about your business. And your first order of business is not to win him over when he's walking into a situation thinking that he's bargain shopping. He already thinks he's bargain shopping with you from the moment he sees your face. So we're not concerned with the whole win over thing. We understand that it's something that you want, and it's something that you probably want for nothing. So my goal here is to protect myself. My goal here is to show you, no, I know what it looks like, but here's what it is. Here's what it is, baby. You want this, baby? You have to work for it. And he's going to be like, what? Work to get that from you? When you probably been gutter and guzzling sperm behind dumpsters your whole life. Now you got to make me work? And you be unfazed by it because they will come. They will try. They will try to poke holes in your armor. Oh, you think I'm a cum dumpster? Is that what you thought? I get it. I don't blame you for thinking that way, but you're wrong. You're wrong. You either love me or you don't, There's no twisting of your arm here. There's no twisting of your arm. You have full sovereign right to feel whatever it is you feel. I just don't have to agree. You smile through it. You relax through it. You're not rushed to make a decision about anything. He's got to come up with what he has to come up with according to your standards. And you're realistic in a way that still gets you what you want. Because some of us do. The realism that you have to have as an ugly, unattractive 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 woman is that you're going to be out of harm's way no matter what. You're protecting yourself first. Because you understand that when you're unattractive, people are not inclined to protect you. You get this. You're not even going into the right or wrong. We're not even tug-of-warring with the right or wrong of that. You understand how you feel and how people are inclined to treat you. Because mistreatment is, I can abuse you. That's what mistreatment is. And most men will mistreat unattractive women. They will use them as cum dumpsters because it's okay to mistreat someone who doesn't look good. You understand that. You're prepared for that. And you're prepared to communicate in a way that he's not expecting. Meaning you glorify you. You're your mother's daughter. And when she gave birth to you, she had plans for you. She had plans for you in your life. She wanted you to be protected and loved. And even if that isn't true, that's what you say. That's what you play out. You got to make up a story here that you want to tell. Make up a story that you want to tell in your own head. I wasn't born for your fucking ass to abuse me. My mother didn't give birth to me so she can watch me cry and cower down for anybody. That wasn't the purpose of my birth. I'm here right birth. I'm here right now in this life, alive right now to experience something. And either you're going to add to it or you're going to take away from it. But guess what you're not going to do? Guess what you're not going to be able to do? You're not going to be able to take away anything from me. Because you're not going to get anything from me without work. You're not going to get a thing from me without work. And people are going to be surprised by that. And they're going to challenge that. They're going to get emotionally little distraught, little huffy there. Little huffy about it. Stay calm. Stay calm. It's not about arguing. It's not about arguing. When he goes, really, you think you all that? What did I tell you before in the last live, ladies? You lean back. You lean back and go all day. I think that all day long. You ready to take me home now? And that's it. That is it. Rock the boat. Rock the boat. Don't be belligerent. If you're not cute, you gotta act it. If you're not pretty, you have to act beautiful. You have to, and again, I'm saying act like you care about yourself. Act like you care about yourself. That's what this is about. Hold on, let me turn on the air. It's freaking hot in here. That's what you do. So, yeah. So, ladies, that's what I have for you today. That's what I have for you today. Embrace your ugly. Embrace your ugly. Don't let people try to snatch your power back. Because as soon as you say that, they go, oh no, that's not true. And you know the gag, you know the game. If you say I'm beautiful and you're not, they say you're delusional. Right? We all hear this. Women that say, oh, I'm a 10, and you got niggas that they relish in the chance to bust your bubble. A 10 where? A 10 in reverse? A 10 backwards? A 10 where? That's what they'll say. So when you say you're beautiful, they'll tell you no, you're not. And then when you say you're not, they do this fake, well, I want to support you like you're crying for help or something like that. Ugly girls ain't crying for nobody's help. We're supporting each other with truth. We're not crying. We're not looking for no pity. That's what all those things are what we're trying to get away from. The whole pity party thing. We don't need that. We can't cash that in. We can't cash in no checks. There are no common checks with the pity that people give you. Or they feel they're compelled to give you because you look like you lost your puppy. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So that's what this is, you guys. So we're gonna wrap up this live. What kind of work are you talking about? Are you talking to me, Jeopardy? I don't know. No need to voice you to any detractor. That's right. Or contrarian. No detractors or contrarians. That's true. That's true. Stop trying to defend it. Stop trying to defend it. People gonna rock your boat, and you go, well, it's okay for you to feel that way. Thanks for sharing with me. And you keep it moving. You keep it moving. Oh, thanks for letting me know. Have a great day. Keep it moving. Don't let nobody try to snatch it away from you. You got to hold on to this ugly girl badge. You got to hold on to it. I know it's scary. I know it's like, this is the craziest shit. Believe me, I know. Believe me, I know. But this is a movement that is necessary. This is a movement that is necessary. This is a movement that's going to win you back your self-esteem in a very real way. So that all the other stuff that you want to do might have a higher success rate. Because a lot of you come here wanting sugar daddies and all kind of stuff, and I ain't got nothing for you on that front. You know, I'm about self-healing. This is my whole thing. I have nothing for you on that. How are you insecure and trying to manipulate anybody? You can't do it. You can't do it. And a lot of you you're gonna get yourself in a mess. You're gonna get yourself in a mess. A lot of you are with sugar daddies, and you're just one phone call away from blowing it all, from giving up that ass. You're scared. You're scared. You're shook. He's pressuring you. You don't know what to do. So what should I do? I don't want to have sex with him, but he's paying all my bills. What's the end result of all that? Is that how you want to live? Is that how you want to live, really? I know it seems glamorous, but really? That's not my act. That's not balance. That's not our way. It's not our way. I get it though. Some of us got to do what we got to do, but it's not our way. Listen, you plan now so that your future is smooth. You don't waste time now and think your future is going to be smooth. You plan now. You strategize now. You save now so that you have something for later. You don't wait till later and go, oh, I should have did this and I should have did that. That's what a lot of us do. That's what a lot of us do. I can see where you would think you are ugly in this society, but I don't see it. Get you a white man. Get you a white man and they'll love how you look. Again, this is not about that. See, you're giving a solution to transfer my seeking validation from black people to white. That's all you're doing there. Salkis, you'll be all right in this group. Go over there and they'll accept you over there. That's not self-esteem, and that's not what I'm promoting here. That's just another band-aid on a sore that you need to sew up. You need to dress the wound up. You need to put some alcohol on it. Get the debris out of there so you can start healing your heart. I'm not a promoter of just go to somebody else and you're gonna feel good about yourself. There's a lot of women in these interracial relationships that are insecure. Oh my God! Everyone that I met, the first thing comes out of their mouth, "I'm with a white guy," and I'm like, "Did I ask you that? Like, what made you feel compelled to even say that?" Because you're looking for something. You're looking for me to be surprised. You want a reaction. You want something. You want the ooh and the ah and whatever comes with that. Insecure. Listen, I don't want no part of that. That ain't the fix. That's not the fix here. I'm a monkey to any kind of man. I'm a fetish to some. A little fetish to some, and some of y'all think that's a come up to be a fetish, and then others, they just downright reject you. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. Go to who likes you. No, we're not going. It's not a go to who likes you, because truth be told, you don't know who likes you until they put their foot on the gas, until they put time, money, and energy into you. You don't know who likes you. So there is no go to who likes you. Somebody can be infatuated with you. That doesn't mean they care. Somebody can want to fuck you, and it doesn't mean that they care. So there is no go to who likes you. There's no way to evaluate that. There's no club. There's no club. I know people promote that there is, but there is no club. There is none. And we're not diminishing this by, you just got to get some other type. You just got to leave black men alone. This channel is not about any of that. This channel is not no gender war. We're not at war with black men. This is, I know I'm a nigger girl, but that's not what I do here. That's not what I do here. This is about self-healing. This is about self-healing. So they ought to ask themselves, do they want them? How so? Study Howard Zinn's history books on America if you like to know who programmed our men to gauge beauty in a certain way. I mean, yeah, that is true. You know, our people are sick. Both of us, on both sides, both male and female, black men and women are sick. We've both been indoctrinated and propagandized to hate ourselves and each other. And it's a fever pitch now. It's a fever pitch. And the sad part is we're helping it. We're helping it with the narratives that we are saying and the platforms that we are using now. We have a lot of influencers that are, you know, bringing the message on home, hitting the home run on that stuff. Leave black women alone, or leave black men alone. Black men ain't shit, or black women ain't shit, and all that. I have no dog in that race at all. None. And what I'm telling sisters in general is this: that you get to control your narrative. Anytime someone comes in your face, that's your opportunity to let them know what you are. They can assume, but they don't leave you with those assumptions. They can assume when they come to you, but when they leave you, they got to go, wow, okay, I got that one wrong. I thought I had it figured out, but I got that one I was way off base on that one. They better believe in you like that. And that's what it is. That's what it is. We have a lot of preconceived notions, a lot of prejudices amongst our own. I'm not in denial about that. Even women who make suggestions to go to other races and stuff will say, well, you know, you're not as cute as her. You know, your nose is a little bit big, and you know, you're a little bit overweight, and this, you know, you might have a chance if you lose 10 pounds. It never ends. It never ends. Divorce yourself from all that. Claim your ugly girl status. Claim it as a position of, I'm out of this matrix. I'm not ruled or pressed to be confirmed, validated, sought after by anybody. I matter because I'm here. I matter because I'm alive and I'm here. And that's it. Thank you. People think what they want to think. I don't even bother. Yeah, they're going to think what they want to think. And you got to deal with those people too. So in a way, you don't bother, but in a way you have to. You have to prepare. You're not on an island by yourself. You have to deal with people in the world. So you have to be able to communicate your worth to people in this world. You have to be able to navigate and talk to anybody. I can talk to anybody. I talk to everybody. White, black, brown, Asian, it doesn't matter. I'm not intimidated by anybody. Good looking, ugly, whatever, bum, whatever. I've had good times with really impoverished people. Good conversations. Great, mind-blowing conversations. Full of wisdom. With both poor and rich. Talk to everybody. And you can do that when you've stepped out and said, you know what, y'all can have the classifications. I'm over here. You can put me wherever you want, but guess where I am? I'm over here. I'm right here. And that's it. You know, that's it. I'm poor, I'm black, I may be ugly, but dear God, I'm here. Everybody's quoting the Seeley. Everybody's quoting that movie now. You know how many people quoted that? Interesting. Interesting that that's a reference. But hey, it is what it is. So, you guys, I gotta go. I have to go now. For those of you ladies who want to get the first alert of when the club launches, send your emails to info@salkisre.com. That's SALKISRE.com. Just say, I'm in. I want in the subject line. If you care to write a story that you want me to publish, you can write it there in the email. You can send me a picture of yourself too. I would love to get actual pictures of you all, to put it up there to celebrate us, to commune together and celebrate us and share our stories and our bravery and the fact that we're coming out of this thing and we're accepting everything that we are. So please do that if you want. Please do that. I'm out of here.